your dog is begging you to watch this video. Because new scientific studies just revealed something shocking. Over 90% of dog owners are unknowingly ignoring the very things that make their dogs feel truly loved. Even worse, most of us believe we're doing everything right: walking, feeding, cuddling. When in reality, we're missing these few things dogs actually crave the most. What I'm about to reveal might be the reason your dog doesn't seem as excited anymore, and changing this could completely transform your bond. Let's dive in. The first thing dogs love more than walks will surprise you. It's being truly seen by you. Not just glanced at while you're busy, but actually looked at with full attention. When you stop everything and make real eye contact with your dog for even 20 seconds, something magical happens. Their tail doesn't just wag. It does this slow, deep wag. That means you finally understand me. Dogs spend most of their lives feeling invisible. You feed them, walk them, pet them while distracted. But when did you last stop everything and really see them? When you give your dog your complete attention, even for a moment, they feel more valued than any treat could make them feel. The second thing is so simple, it sounds almost silly, but it's incredibly powerful. Dogs love being included in your daily routines. Not as a pet tagging along, but as a partner in your life. When you're making coffee, let them sit beside you. When you're checking the mail, let them come along. When you're watching TV, invite them to join you instead of just tolerating their presence. Dogs don't want to be entertained, they want to be included. There's a massive difference that most people never understand. Entertainment is temporary, but inclusion makes them feel like they belong in your world. The third thing dogs crave more than walks is having a job to do. Not tricks or commands, but actual responsibilities that make them feel useful. Your dog could be the official greeter when someone comes to the door. They could carry the newspaper inside each morning. They could be in charge of checking that all the doors are locked before bedtime. When dogs have a purpose, they walk differently. They hold their heads higher. They sleep more peacefully. They stop being anxious about everything because they know they have an important role in your life. Number 4 is something that will break your heart when you realize how much your dog needs it. Physical touch with intention. Not absent-minded petting while you scroll your phone, but deliberate, caring touch where you focus completely on them. Place your hand on their chest and feel their heartbeat slow down. Scratch behind their ears while looking into their eyes. Dogs can feel the difference between distracted touch and loving touch. The fifth thing is creating predictable moments they can count on. Not rigid schedules, but gentle rhythms that make them feel secure. Maybe it's always checking on them before you go to bed. Maybe it's a special way you say good morning. Maybe it's sitting together for 5 minutes after dinner. These tiny rituals create emotional anchors that make your dog feel safe in an unpredictable world. Dogs who have routines they can trust are calmer when unexpected things happen. They know that even if today is different, the important connections with you will still be there. Number 6 is listening to what they're trying to tell you through their body language. When your dog sits down during a walk, they're not being stubborn, they're asking for connection. When they bring you random objects, they're trying to contribute to your life. When they follow you to the bathroom, they're saying, "Please don't leave me out of any part of your day." Most people see these behaviors as problems to fix, but they're actually your dog's way of communicating their deepest needs. When you start responding to their communication instead of ignoring it, your relationship transforms overnight. The 7th thing dogs love more than walks is having a safe space that belongs only to them. Not just a bed, but a sanctuary where they can recover from the overwhelming world. A corner with their favorite blanket where no one bothers them when they need to process emotions. Dogs absorb every stress in your house, and they need somewhere to reset. Number 8 is being allowed to make small choices throughout the day. Which direction to go on walks? How long to sniff that interesting spot? Where to sleep each night? Dogs who never get to choose anything become helpless and hopeless. But dogs who feel like partners in their daily routine become confident and joyful. The 9th thing is something most people accidentally take away from their dogs: the freedom to approach you when they want affection instead of only getting attention when you decide to give it. Dogs have emotional needs just like humans. Sometimes they need comfort, sometimes they need reassurance, sometimes they just want to be close to you. When you're available for your dog's emotional needs instead of just their physical needs, everything changes. They become more secure, more confident, and more deeply bonded to you. Number 10 will shock you. Dogs love routine conversations. Not commands or training, but actual talking to them like their family. Tell them where you're going when you leave. Share your plans for the day. Explain what's happening when things change. Dogs don't understand every word, but they understand the intention behind including them in your thoughts. The 11th thing just saved my neighbor's dog from severe depression. It's acknowledging their emotions instead of trying to fix them. When dogs are sad, anxious, or confused, they don't need you to cheer them up. They need you to understand that their feelings are real and valid. Sit with them in their sadness. Let them be worried without rushing to distract them. Sometimes healing begins with someone who sees that what you're feeling matters. Number 12 is something that happens in the quiet moments. Dogs love just being near you while you do normal things. Reading a book, drinking coffee, working on your laptop. They don't need constant interaction, they need consistent presence. Many dogs say the happiest part of their day is simply being in the same room as their person. The 13th thing is being protected from overwhelming situations. Loud noises, chaotic environments, too many strangers at once. Dogs need you to be their advocate, to recognize when they're feeling overwhelmed and help them feel safe. Number 14 is having their preferences respected. Some dogs love meeting new people, others prefer familiar faces. Some dogs enjoy car rides. Others get anxious. When you pay attention to what your individual dog enjoys and what stresses them out, you're showing them that their feelings matter. The 15th thing dogs love more than walks is something that will change how you see your relationship forever. It's being loved for who they are, not just what they do. Dogs don't need to earn your love by being perfect. They need to know that your love for them is unconditional, just like their love for you. When you love your dog for their personality, their quirks, their individual spirit, and not just their obedience, you unlock a bond deeper than most people have with other humans. Your dog has been waiting their whole life for you to see them, not as a pet, but as a family member with real emotions, real needs, and real love to give. But there are 7 more things that will absolutely blow your mind about what dogs secretly crave. Number 16 is something that happens in complete darkness, and most owners never witness it. Dogs love being near you when you sleep, not because they're protective, but because your breathing patterns actually synchronize their nervous system. When you're in deep, peaceful sleep, your dog enters their most relaxed state. This is why dogs who sleep in their owner's bedroom live longer and have fewer anxiety disorders. Your calm sleeping energy becomes their healing sanctuary. Next time you wake up at night and see your dog watching you, they're not being creepy. They're absorbing your peaceful energy, like medicine for their soul. The 17th thing is so powerful, it can transform aggressive dogs into gentle companions. Dogs love being whispered to, especially when they're overwhelmed or scared. Your quiet voice activates their parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for rest and healing. When you whisper to your dog during thunderstorms, vet visits, or stressful situations, you're literally rewiring their brain to associate your voice with safety. Professional dog trainers use this technique to rehabilitate traumatized dogs. The softer you speak, the more intently they listen, because whispers signal that something important and safe is happening. Try whispering your dog's name when they're anxious, and watch their entire body language shift from tense to trusting. Number 18 will change how you walk your dog forever. Dogs don't want to walk. They want to explore stories written in scent. Every fire hydrant, tree, and patch of grass contains a novel's worth of information about other dogs who passed by. When you rush your dog past these scent libraries, you're denying them their primary way of understanding their world. Dogs who are allowed to sniff freely during walks show increased confidence, problem-solving abilities, and emotional stability. Their brains are literally designed to process information through smell. And when you honor this natural behavior, you're respecting their intelligence. Give your dog at least 10 minutes of pure sniffing time during every walk and watch them become more mentally satisfied than any physical exercise could provide. The 19th thing is something that happens when you're not even trying, and it's incredibly healing for both of you. Dogs love synchronized breathing with their humans. When you're both relaxed and breathing naturally, your heart rates begin to match, creating a biological bond that reduces stress hormones in both species. This happens automatically when you're sitting quietly together, reading or watching TV. Scientists call this co-regulation, and it's one of the most powerful healing experiences dogs can have. Dogs who regularly experience synchronized breathing with their owners show lower cortisol levels, better immune function, and increased lifespan. You don't have to do anything special. Just be calm in your dog's presence and let biology do the rest. Number 20 reveals something that will make you see your dog's intelligence in a completely revolutionary way. Dogs love learning to read your personal scent signatures, which change depending on your emotional state, health status, and recent experiences. They can distinguish between happy scent, sad scent, stressed scent, excited scent, and worried scent with greater accuracy than most humans can read facial expressions. This isn't just impressive sensitivity, it's sophisticated emotional intelligence that allows dogs to provide precisely the kind of support you need in any given moment. When you come home after a difficult day, your dog already knows your emotional state before you say a word, and they adjust their behavior accordingly. They love being your emotional barometer, and they take this responsibility seriously because it makes them feel valuable and needed. This is why some dogs naturally become therapy animals. They're gifted at reading and responding to human emotional needs through scent analysis. Honor this incredible gift by paying attention to how your dog reacts to your different emotional states. They're trying to take care of you with the same dedication you show them. When you acknowledge their emotional intelligence, you strengthen their confidence and deepen the mutual care. Giving that makes human-dog relationships so healing for both species. The 21st thing is absolutely magical, and it happens in the first precious moments after separation ends. Dogs love reunion rituals, but not the chaotic jumping and frantic excitement that most people think represents joy. What dogs actually crave is a moment of mutual acknowledgement where you both pause and honor the fact that being reunited matters deeply to both of you. The dogs who seem calmest when their owners return aren't less attached or less excited. They've learned that reunion is a sacred moment, not a frantic celebration. When you walk through your door after any absence, take 3 conscious breaths, make gentle eye contact with your dog, and let the quiet joy of being together settle into both of your hearts before moving into activity or commands. This creates a foundation of security that makes your dog more confident during separations because they know reunion will always be peaceful, predictable, and guaranteed. The calm reunion also prevents the anxiety spiral that happens when dogs become overstimulated by frantic greetings, which often leads to behavioral problems and emotional dysregulation. By honoring the sacredness of coming back together, you teach your dog that your bond is strong enough to withstand separation and precious enough to be celebrated with presence rather than chaos. The 20-second thing is perhaps the most heartbreaking, because most dog owners accidentally prevent it, and it's breaking their dogs' hearts on a daily basis. Dogs love having the freedom to comfort you when you're upset, sick, stressed, or emotionally struggling. Most humans instinctively push their dogs away when they're crying angry or overwhelmed, but dogs are biologically programmed to provide emotional support and healing through their presence. When you deny them this opportunity to care for you, you're rejecting their deepest instinct to be helpful and valuable in your life. Dogs who are allowed to comfort their humans during difficult times develop stronger confidence, better emotional regulation, deeper empathy, and more secure attachment because they know they can contribute to the relationship during your vulnerable moments. This doesn't mean using your dog as a therapist or emotional dump. It means allowing them to offer their natural gift of healing presence when you're genuinely struggling. Next time you're having a difficult moment, instead of sending your dog away, let them stay close. Put your hand on their warm fur and let them do what they were born to do: heal hearts through unconditional presence. You'll discover that your dog is not just a pet, but a natural healer who's been waiting for permission to help you navigate life's challenges with greater grace and less isolation. Now you know 22 things that dogs love more than walks, and every single one of them costs nothing but awareness. Your dog has been patiently waiting for you to discover their emotional world, and today is the day everything changes. So today, try just one of these 22 things. Stop everything and really look at your dog. Give them your complete attention for 30 seconds. Watch what happens to their eyes, their body, their energy. Feel what happens to your own heart. If this opened your eyes to what your dog really needs, hit that subscribe button, because understanding your dog's emotional world is just the beginning of a relationship that will transform both of your lives in ways you never thought possible.